I didn't move into the truck camper full time thinking it was going to be all sunshine and rainbows. Oh no, I was expecting some challenges, and this month delivered on that. We're going to talk about what happened, but real quick, if you're enjoying these videos, let me know by liking, commenting, or subscribing. It takes about 5 seconds, it doesn't cost a thing, and it means the world to me. I appreciate y'all. So things started getting turbulent about a week ago. It was about 7 a.m. I had just gotten up, and when I was getting out of the truck, I noticed a few small mouse turds on my rear bumper of all places. Now, I've heard some horror stories about mice getting into rigs, and so I've always been super vigilant about storing food properly and making sure things stay tidy. Since there's not too many places for them to hide in the camper itself, I wasn't really concerned about that. So instead I started looking in the cab first. I didn't find anything in the cab, so I shifted my attention to the engine bay. And sure enough, signs of my new tenant were abundant. He had chewed through a lot of the insulation on my wiring harness and even set up a little bed around my spark plug wires. But fortunately, the only wire he had chewed through completely was for a small sensor, and it's not causing any problems right now. So I kind of dodged a bullet there, but it gets worse. So the reason I'm sharing this is to spread some awareness. Mice getting into your engine bay can wreak some serious havoc, and the expense of repairing a wiring harness is not something you want to deal with. So below, I'm going to be linking some packs that are scented and deter mice, and you can just stick them into your engine bay. And if you spend a lot of time out in the boonies like I do, I highly recommend picking some up. That wasn't the end of the story though. The next morning I got up and I started my truck, and at the end of the ignition cycle, I felt a big clunk. And then when I put it into drive, there was this chatter that I could feel through the gas pedal. Any guesses? Well, so I found a really good shop in Portland, and they diagnosed it as my motor mounts. This is not a diagnosis you want to hear because it's pretty expensive, but at least now you know in case it happens to you. So I got it fixed, which was great, but the challenge here is what it did to my savings account. You see, I've been living off of savings that I built up over 2 years of working a full-time job. I had a nice 3-month buffer left, but this unexpected expense has cut that down by a month and a half. Now maybe you're thinking, wait a minute, what about YouTube? Don't you make money from that? And I'm glad you asked, because I want to go over some common misconceptions. YouTube is not a hobby for me. I put in over 40 hours a week, and I've been at it for about 5 months now, and I absolutely love making videos. But the reality is, it's a long play. I definitely believe the channel will provide a sustainable income in the future, but that's still probably 2-3 years away. I want to be transparent about this sort of thing so that other folks out there who might be interested in starting a YouTube channel of their own understand that this is a massive time and energy investment up front that may or may not show any returns. So what am I gonna do now? Well, I gotta hustle and find a job. So maybe that's freelance. Maybe it's seasonal work. Shoot, maybe it's delivering packages. The truth is, I don't know yet. But what I do know is I want to continue to live like this and keep making videos. So I gotta figure it out. I know that challenges are an inevitable part of life, whether I'm living in a house or a truck camper. But this one, it hit different. Even though I'm on a shoestring budget now, I don't feel deterred whatsoever. On the contrary, I feel more motivated than ever because this is what I value. Time outdoors, the freedom that this lifestyle represents, and the joy of making videos. And those things, they're worth the challenge. I'm gonna leave you guys with some corny motivation by telling you the same thing I've been telling myself for a while now. If you're going after something in life and you're getting bogged down by tough times, man, just keep showing up. Smile at those challenges. They're making you better. And do your best to focus on and enjoy the process more than the result. Take it one day at a time, one step at a time. You're gonna get there. And it's gonna be awesome. I hope everyone's doing well. As always, if you enjoyed this, hit the like button. And I look forward to many more chats with you. I'll see you next time.